Hello and welcome to Pixel Power Up Level 8. I am here as always, this time on camera with, of course,
Ikaika Shively.
And Wesley Babcock.
And we're here to talk about video games and stuff. As always, but this time you can see us talk about video games. You can see our mouths moving, our lips flapping.
We won't always be looking at the camera, but
you
can see us.
Excuse us if I constantly check over to look at myself in the reflection. Just got to make sure I'm looking good, you know, for all the honeys. For all the honeys. All right. So, what have you guys been playing over this week? We're going to do this quick because we want to get to our versus mode, which is our new feature. But, I mean, what's up? What video games have you played, Ikaika?
I just bought... I saw Activision has a Steam sale right now, so I got Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
Okay.
So it was either that or Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I don't really like that movie. And this one seems different because you're in 4 different dimensions, I guess.
Sure. How was that game?
I literally just got it like an hour ago, so I only played so 5 minutes.
Okay.
I mean...
How were those 5 minutes?
It was fun.
Okay, cool.
I got to web around, so...
Yeah,
swing around and
that's
stuff.
what you want to do is
Pretty
Spider-Man.
much, yeah.
All right, is that it? That's it for you, though, this week?
Yeah.
Not much else?
Nothing else that's new.
Nothing else? Wesley?
I haven't been playing much of anything.
Do you play
Too
video
busy.
games, Wesley?
Yeah, I play video games sometimes.
Do you
I mean,
actually, though?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
do.
believe you.
Yeah.
It's weird. Now I have to, like, actually look over at you when I'm
Yeah.
talking to you. I can't just...
The eye contact.
Yeah, the visual storytelling. I've played Dark Souls 3 a lot. I've probably put about 15 hours into it by now, and I'm really enjoying the game. It's hard, but that's kind of what you expect from a Dark Souls game. Those all tend to be like super difficult, but I've been having a pretty good time with it. There is constant dying, but every time I die, I feel like I'm learning something. Also, I almost broke my controller. Something's rattling around in it now.
Did you throw it on the floor or something?
No, when I get really mad, I just stress and I twist it because the PS4
yeah.
controllers are like very susceptible to twisting. So I twist it really hard, and I actually heard something crack this time, which is probably not very good. Normally I throw it though when I play Street Fighter 4 or 5 and stuff, but this time I've been doing more of the twisting.
I don't remember the last time I threw a controller.
I get pretty
It's probably
mad.
during a fighting game though.
Yeah, it's tough.
See, keyboard and mouse, you can't really you can slam your hands on the keyboard, but there's really not much rage you can get out.
Yeah, you could throw your mouse.
Or flip your table, you know.
Yeah, if you're a strong guy, you could flip your table. As we know, I'm not a strong guy.
Yeah, because you can't push a table.
I can't push a table, apparently.
At least not this table.
Not this
Yeah,
one. To
not
be
this
fair,
one. It's pretty
I
solid.
think
it's a pretty solid table.
There's a bunch of files on the side, so
Sure.
I'm creating so much background noise.
This makes me feel better about
It makes it
my
more real.
lack of strength.
Yeah.
That's right. Now you can see where all the background noise is coming from. When those people talk in the other room, we can shift the camera over, see the victims or the perpetrators. So yeah, Dark Souls 3 is pretty good. I'm gonna write a review of it sooner or later. I don't know. I want to get.
rather sooner than later.
Yeah, I know. But you try playing Dark Souls 3, all right? It's hard. It's tough to get through, and tough to really suck in. You know, for a lack of better words. A literal lack of better words. So, yeah, that's all I've been playing, though. So we're going to just go right on to new releases, where we talk about the video games coming out in the next week. The first video game I want to talk about is Bravely Second End Layer, which is a 3DS JRPG. It's a Japanese RPG, and it is coming out on the 15th, and it's the sequel, not necessarily sequel, but it's the next game in the default, or the Bravely series, because there's Bravely Default, which is the first game, and now this is Bravely Second. You know, they're pretty literal with their naming. They don't tend to care. But I think it's definitely kind of one of the better JRPG franchises to be coming over to North America, and the art style is great, and it reminds me a lot of kind of those original Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy V, especially with the job system that's very expansive and kind of synergizes well together. So I'm excited. I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know how much I'm gonna play it because it's a JRPG and I have very little free time.
Mm-hmm.
So those things kind of go against each other. Man, this is great. People can see all the hand motions I make when I talk.
Yeah, because you make a lot of hand motions.
I make a ton, especially when I don't know what to say. So, I mean, I'm excited for that. You guys don't care. Do you guys even own 3DSs?
No.
Yeah. I mean, come on, you guys. Get serious about video games, please.
Handhelds are not
Yeah.
as relevant as
To
they
be
were.
fair, yeah, I haven't actually opened my 3DS in at least 6 months, so.
I'm serious about video games. I don't think Nintendo's serious about video games.
Kaika, we have a camera now so they can all watch me kick your ass. Nintendo's the best.
Oh, you mean like how I did on Street Fighter 4
That's-
against you?
Okay, that video didn't get released. There's actually no evidence that happened.
Oh, that video is still on my PlayStation 4, by the way.
No one will ever see it. Next video game, Invisible Incorporated, or Invisible Inc., coming out on April 19th for the PlayStation 4. This is a weird game. It's a roguelike that is also a strategy game where you move characters around in a turn-based system, kind of in a grid. But you're kind of infiltrating these complexes. It's supposed to be sort of a stealth roguelike. And it also has some RPG mechanics where you're leveling up characters and getting new gear. This actually came out on the PC a while ago.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think I've seen this game for a while. So
Yeah, it was on the PC last year. But it's cool to see that it's actually getting a console release. And I'm excited for that because I own a PlayStation 4, so I can get this now. I mean, I own a PC too, but it's not generally tends not to be my main gaming console. So I'm excited for this. Again, I'll probably pick it up, but I probably won't play it as much as I want to. And finally, the last game I want to talk about was Warbits, which is I just saw on when I was looking for new games being released. Warbits is a game that is a iOS game that it's coming out on the 14th of April, and it looks a lot like Advanced Wars, which gets me like kind of hard because I love Advanced Wars. Have you guys ever played Advance Wars for like the Game Boy Advance?
I'm gonna try and download this right now as you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Today's the 14th.
Today is the 14th, so it comes out today. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, it looks really cool, and again, I love Advanced Wars so much, and this game looks a ton like Advanced Wars. So actually, I can't pick this up because my phone is so old. I probably can't play it.
Ooh, it's $3.
It's
So
$3.
I probably won't
Wow.
it looks like it's multiplayer. So
Yeah,
That's cool though.
I wouldn't be surprised, and it does look cool. I really like the art style as well. I like what they're doing with the visuals.
it's really whimsical.
Yeah, so I would want, I don't know, someone to look at this. Don't we have someone who reviews apps? Isn't that Zebly?
Yeah, but
It's
she's
whoever
probably-
wants
yeah.
to do it.
Oh,
They don't
Alright.
get very many paid app reviews unless someone already has it.
sure.
So
Oh well, what are you gonna do? Warbits is cool. You should check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. All right, cool. So now we're going to move on to video game news. This is the news that has happened throughout the week and things that we want to talk about. The first story that I will be going through is that the Fable Legends has been officially shut down. This is the Fable, like, weird MMORPG thing that they had been working on for, like, 5 years now.
Yeah, like I don't play the Fable games, but I always saw that in the news like the last couple years.
Yeah, it's been around. It's been kind of floating around, but they didn't really know what they were going to do with it. It was in closed beta for what seems like an eternity, and it didn't really have a set release date, and they finally just completely shut it down. I think Lionhead Studios has also been shut down, so I mean, this was expected, but it is unfortunate. And the next, there's the background noise we were talking about. There's people talking. Anyways, the next story on our list is that this one hit home for me because it's about Dark Souls 3, a game that I've been feeling better and better about. But this is about the PC crash bugs. And so when you play Dark Souls 3, you get to this first bonfire, which is essentially a save point. And it's a pretty well-known bug, or well-known crash, that once you get to that save point, the whole game immediately shuts down. And there have been a ton of weird home remedies to fix this problem. One of them is to wear like a full helmet. The other one is to turn all of your graphical settings to minimum because apparently some people think it's a lighting issue. Another one is to only play the night class. There's just like 100 weird solutions to this problem that I find odd, but what's weirder is that a lot of them work. So I really don't know what's going on there. Ikaika, you put this on here. Ghostbusters, the video game? Question mark? I'm saying this with a question mark because I haven't read this story.
Because the news just came out the other day. So we all know that Ghostbusters, the reboot, is coming out July 15th.
Yes.
This game is actually an RPG for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's going to come out 3 days before, so July 12th. You don't get to play as either the new characters or the characters from the original films, but you can choose between a male and female, so they're kind of going off of like no gender bias.
Yeah, you can make your own.
There's really
Ghostbuster.
nothing else they've talked about this besides that this is coming out. I I'm really interested in the RPG element. Like, how is that gonna work with Ghostbusters?
I could see it. It's like you're leveling up your Ghostbuster, right? Like you're getting better
Yeah.
Ghostbusting gear.
I'm guessing,
I don't know.
but I think it's cool, but I don't have much faith in it since they just announced it and
The movie's coming out
yeah,
so soon.
within like 3 months.
Yeah, also this game, is coming out in like 3 months. And also movie tie-in games tend to be pretty rushed and also pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some exclusions to that, but it's the new Ratchet and Clank game actually that just came out. It's not a movie tie-in game specifically, but they did release it because the movie is coming out and it's a remaster of the first game. But I've actually heard really great things about
Yeah,
that.
I was actually watching that. Yeah, it's more of a reboot than a HD
tie-in.
remake, but God, those graphics are amazing.
They look really good. I was quite
like
surprised.
you would think Ratchet and Clank, it's a cartoon game that there would like graphics wouldn't be something amazing to like make you want to buy the game.
Yeah.
But there's so much detail. Like even if you like zoom in like on Ratchet's ears, the fur, like you can actually see the particles.
Fur? Oh wow!
And just the lighting's really good in there too. And it's a $40 game. It's not a $60 game.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Not bad.
I hear a lot of the cutscenes from that game actually come from the movie that's coming out.
It looks like it because remembering from the trailers and watching the cinematic, it's like this looks just like the movie, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with.
Apparently, also a lot of those cutscenes you can't stream when you're doing the PlayStation streaming because apparently they want to avoid spoilers because it spoils things, which is ridiculous because that's super stupid.
It's not like it's gonna stop it because then people who stream it straight from using Twitch instead of
Or a capture card
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
else. It's
Then-
just gonna go up.
yeah,
anyways.
it's not gonna go away.
It just seemed weird to me. It just seemed weird. So this is a smaller, not necessarily a smaller story, but a less important one. Evolution Studios, who developed the game Drive Club, which kind of was met with mixed reviews, got shut down and is now joining Codemasters, who are the developers of the dirt racing games, which I think is cool because, Drive Club was met with kind of mixed reviews, but I definitely heard that the driving was pretty solid in that game. It was a bit more arcadey compared to something like Dirt, which is a little bit more sim-based, but I mean, it's cool when these developers come together, and it's great that the people at Evolution Studios are not out of a job. They have somewhere to go instead of having to scramble to find a new career. So, it's good for them, and it's good that Codemasters is picking up those developers. The next story, Ikaika.
So, like always, we always talk about Star Wars. Cause
We always talk about Star Wars
is
on
amazing.
this podcast.
Yeah.
Every episode.
They just announced that the new DLC that's coming out. So they announced the map, which is Cloud City.
Cloud City?
Yes.
Yep.
And-
Best
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
Apparently, there's gonna be AT-AT walkers on Cloud City, which
It's a big city.
I don't know what any of these...
but
I don't know what you're saying.
but Cloud City's in the cloud, and like, have you ever seen the
Wait,
walkers?
hold on.
It's
Let's back this up
it's
a
in the
second.
sky.
Cloud City
It's in the sky.
is in the clouds. Like Cloud Saved?
Well, there's
Like, can I access Cloud City from any PS4?
no, not like that.
Sorry. I don't care about Star Wars.
Well, you just lost a lot of viewers.
yeah.
No,
Come
it's
on,
okay
come on.
because you guys care about Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Team Star Wars.
Yeah, Team Star Wars.
But seriously, I don't know how that's gonna work onto Cloud City. But then they also announced that Lando
dumb name.
Calrissian and Bounty Hunter Dengar are both gonna be two new characters.
Look at him when you're talking because I don't know.
I'm trying to convert you though.
Yeah. You
I don't
gotta
know what you're
convert.
saying.
He already knows.
Yeah.
Dekar?
So
is
like,
that his name?
So the token
Dengar.
black
Dengar.
I don't know if I'm
character.
pronouncing that right.
So the token black character is finally in the game.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Isn't
So-
that guy from the new movie?
No.
No.
He's
No.
not the token black character?
No, there's many mixed race characters in the new movie. They actually finally. Sigh.
Just go to the next.
Cloud City?
Yeah,
Just go to the
That's
next.
a dumb name. The guys who are making that city are like, hey, what do we call this city? And some guy was like, Cloud City? Oh, that's dumb. Anyways, World of Warcraft. So much anger I feel emanating from Ikaika. World of Warcraft is they're shutting down, or Blizzard specifically, is shutting down a server called, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly, Nosaltrius? That's probably wrong, but whatever.
It sounds close.
And it was kind of like the last World of Warcraft private server that was running vanilla WoW. And what I mean by vanilla WoW is it's the World of Warcraft without any expansions. And that's, I don't know. I think that's kind of a bummer because they're kind of Blizzard in this case is kind of stopping game preservation because that's the last of just plain World of Warcraft. That's the last version of World of Warcraft that is just literally World of Warcraft. And there's been like 5 expansions that have all like significantly changed the game. So I have mixed feelings about this. I mean, I know Blizzard wants to be shutting down private servers because that leads to piracy and that's no good. But also, it's unfortunate that I had to kind of go down like this. But
Yeah. Well, especially where it was just like a vanilla build. I mean, they weren't pirating any of the new content to add it onto a non-Blizzard server. So, I mean,
I don't really know how private servers work anymore. I mean, I used to do a Ragnarok Online private server, and to do that, you wouldn't have to pay the monthly fee. And I think that might be where it comes in, is because all you have to do is download the game, and then you have all the files, and then they're hosting the server. Either way, I think it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of sad to see these totems, these monoliths of games go, because you'll never see them again. I mean, unless someone else decides to pick this up and run like that legal rat race that is avoiding being sued by Blizzard, which is, I hear you don't want to happen. I don't know. I just hear that. So
whenever I hear World of Warcraft, I just think of the movie now. Like, I always forget, like, oh, yeah, the game that everyone was like...
Oh, yeah.
That game everyone
I don't totally forget about it.
The most popular MMORPG in the world.
But it's like, it's not 2004 anymore.
No, it's definitely not in the spotlight anymore. That's abundantly clear. I think their subscription bases actually started to go down.
I think once the movie comes out, it's going to go big again.
Probably.
Have they announced any new games?
Overwatch.
Not expansions, but... I mean, that are, like in the lore of... Warcraft.
Yeah, there is a Warcraft. Oh, not in the lore Warcraft. There is an expansion coming out. And you know what? The subscriber base tends to go back up every time an expansion comes out. Because all the old people who fell off get back on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like doing heroin. Anyways, we are going to get into our next section, versus mode. Dun, dun, dun. We really do need a soundtrack or a sound effect for that. That'd be really cool. But for now,
since you're editing, you can put one in right now.
That's way more work for me. Dun dun dun! I did it with my voice. Here we go. Versus mode. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start because Wesley looked at my screen, which has my question on it.
Oh, I didn't even. I like looked that way, but I'm
cheater.
like, what is
Wesley
this?
is a cheater.
I'm not reading.
So
your screen's next to me.
That's true. You know what? I don't like this new seating arrangement. Not gonna lie, I'm not okay with it.
I didn't make it, so...
I just liked having my own corner. You know? That's all I wanted.
Blame this guy.
Yeah. Blame this guy who's off camera. Alden.
Yep.
Jerk. Still not on camera.
He's cool. He's chilling here with us.
He is cool. He's making this all possible. So, let's talk about micropayments and a constant internet connection. What's better? This is a tough question. You have to defend either micropayments or games that have that need a constant internet connection to work.
Can you give examples?
What do you mean?
So he's talking
Diablo
like
3.
StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, you need internet to work.
Any, like, Destiny.
Or Destiny that needs both, kind of.
You know, like The Division.
Micro?
It looks like you're stuck with constant internet connection. All right. So the contestants, since you answered first, you will be going first. And the contestants are going to need a little bit of time to figure this out. So let's give them their space. They have to think about their answers. I'm going to talk to you, the viewer, the one who's listening to us. Yeah, all right, Ikaika, you ready to go?
So microtransactions...
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
So microtransactions, from what I think of them are you can use them. You pay for like either a power up or something small to go towards what you're needing, but you do not necessarily need those. You can still play the game without it. Well, if you're playing on the internet or if you need the internet, sometimes you don't always have that, depending on your location or money wise. Same thing with money wise for microtransactions, but you don't have to take that. It's not a thing that is needed. You can just. I'm just trying to make that minute now because I already lost.
All right, you know what? Quick follow-up question. What about games that abuse microtransactions?
Games that abuse microtransactions are terrible. I hate it, but it's still better than not relying on internet. for sure.
Your whole point there was this is better than that. All right.
I'm saying it's bad.
Are
but
you done?
It's not as bad as.
Is that
Yes.
it from you, Kika? All right. Wesley, are you ready to rumble?
So I wouldn't necessarily argue for this normally, but I still
you're
believe
playing the
that
devil's advocate.
yeah, devil's advocate. Always online connections are useful for games that are multiplayer based, such as StarCraft, Diablo 3, other things, where you have to keep files updated, and it's a DRM protection for the company to make sure that you have to always have the correct source code, so you buy the game actually. Most people have access to internet, and a lot of these games put preferences on helping slower connections, dealing with the latency inherent in older connections. So I think as we move forward, especially with the FCC moving towards having stricter standards for internet speeds and such, I think always online games won't be as big of a problem and will actually be good.
Wow. Kika, you got blown out of the water with that one. You got nuked.
I hated that question.
Yeah, that's
Wesley-
a hard one.
Wesley, I wanted to throw in a hard one. Wesley
Yeah.
wins 100%. So Wesley has 2 points now, compared to Ikaika, who has 1 point.
And you have 1.2, so shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe not for long.
We'll see.
All right. So next question: who's got it? It's one of you two, because that was my only question.
Do you not have one yet?
I have one. I kind of want to revisit the topic that we've had before. So, is the Wii U an overlooked console that deserves greater attention?
Wow.
Or is it, or have past events led it to its decline?
It's a terrible console.
Is it a good or bad console?
It's bad, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue the merits of either side. I mean, it has its points. And we're revisiting something that we didn't get to post, so...
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. We didn't post that, did we?
Yeah, so
No.
you guys haven't heard this, viewers, but it was
Ikaika's
really
wrong
interesting.
all the time.
Well, we'll see. I want to hear this again. Like, there's definitely a chance to be swayed.
Okay.
Okay,
So let me know when you're ready.
ready and go.
Wow. So your question is if it's an overlooked console that more people should have and play, pretty much.
Basically.
So we talked about this in the past, and Kevin's such on the Wii U.
Hey, don't
on the
go
side.
explaining my points.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
No.
So he's such on that side, and he was trying to come up with all these things. And in the end, he was like, "Oh, I don't even play my Wii U anymore. It just has dust on it. I need to dust off my Wii U." Every time he talks about Wii U, it's so much dust on it. You know why? Because it's not a great console. There's maybe a couple good games in there, but other than that, it's just another Nintendo console, and they need to branch out and do something different. Pretty much the Wii U, the way they even advertised it, it was just another controller. It wasn't a new console. And when people ask like, "Oh, there's a new Nintendo console," they didn't even know that. They think the Wii is the only consoles right now.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, I'm keeping it coming until I have a minute
10
left,
more
which is 10 more seconds. So I'm just gonna keep saying what I'm saying.
You sound like a freestyle rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
We use terrible.
Yo, I'm just gonna keep saying what I'm saying, son. All right,
Making
you ready
money
to get?
every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready to get crushed?
Okay, yeah.
Start
By
the timer.
the dust.
All right, so first off, the gamepad is one of the best things ever created in video games ever. There's a little screen that you can transfer the video game on your TV onto that screen and then move like 20 feet away from your Wii U, which is probably where your bathroom is, and like poop while you play your video games. Also, they tried to generate a third-party consumer base early on in the Wii U's development cycle by allowing other console developers to get in on that shit. Like that new Batman game that came out of there. Sure, it didn't run great, but at least Nintendo was trying with that console. Also, speaking of Nintendo games are always fantastic. Every single one of them has an air of quality that no other game has. Speaking of Nintendo games, you say that they always try the same things. Obviously they don't. Have you heard of a game called Splatoon? AKA that third-person shooter that literally revolutionized third-person shooting and also was meant for children and created by Nintendo. They were trying something entirely new. This was not a original Nintendo franchise. This was a completely new franchise. Also, Super Smash Brothers is the best game ever.
Okay.
Can I get a 20-second rebuttal?
No.
And then you get one?
Yeah, actually, do you both want 20-second rebuttals?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
the new PS4 update. Now you can do remote play through your laptop, so you can be on the pooper on your laptop to play PS4. So Wii U, that's nothing special anymore. You're talking about Splatoon, which was basically a ripoff of a Mario Party game. It was?
No.
Yes, it
what
was.
are you talking about?
Also,
You're basically out of time. Okay.
Give me my 20 seconds.
There you go. Go.
You've never been more wrong about anything in your life. How is Splatoon a Mario Party game? It's a fully fledged game with a whole array of weapons. Also, Wii U did the pooping on playing video games first. They're the originators of it. That doesn't make it any less impressive that they thought of it before Sony did. You.
we get it. You're from Portland. We get it. You're a hipster and you like things before they're cool.
Suck my messenger bag. I ride my bike to school.
Which he actually has.
Yes.
Okay.
God, I got like hot and sweaty with that one.
See, this is why we had to revisit this question, audience.
It's
I mean,
a question
it's
that I
good.
care deeply about.
No, but seriously, there was.
The rebuttals are over.
I know.
It's judging
this
time.
Okay, I'll say it after.
All right.
I don't care if I'll get the
Wesley?
point or not.
How do I decide? I think, well, have I heard anything to change my initial decision? It is funny that you wrote Splatoon bitch on your
Oh yeah,
screen.
my notes are fantastic. It's Super Mario Bros. is the best, you scrub, and also Splatoon bitch.
I'm still gonna have to side with Kaika.
What the
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My point is so good. The whole point. I hate this.
So what I meant by Splatoon was it's not verbatim ripped off, but it's definitely there was a Mario Party mini game that was very similar to it, but they just expanded on. I mean, I'm not saying the game's bad. Did I say the
No,
game is
the
bad?
game
no.
is one of the best games of 2015.
I just said that it was.
and it's also very different from anything Nintendo's ever done, which was the main point the last time we brought this up.
Okay, well, how about you dust off the Wii U and bring it in and we'll play it, and then you can convince me that's a good console.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter now because you got the point and I didn't. It doesn't matter now, Ikaika.
Okay.
Well, the viewers can decide who's
Yeah.
right.
Voice your opinions in the comments.
Please comment.
down below.
All 12 of you.
Yes.
We need air conditioning in here. It's pretty hot.
It gets
Yeah.
pretty hot and heavy when
And you're arguing too. So.
when the fists start flying.
All right.
Yeah. So now, Kaika, you.
Ikaika.
All right, my question. So it's based off of the Ghostbusters news that we had, where
Sure.
that game announcement came out very recently. So for this 2016 summer blockbusters films coming out,
Okay.
what movie would you want to be a video game that they would announce today? Like, it could be bad or good. The game could be bad or good, but which movie would you want the video game to be based off of?
Oh God.
From this summer.
What movies are coming out this summer?
That's actually a good question.
Hold on. Movies coming out this summer. We might have
Let's
to.
see who gets it first.
We might.
Yeah.
We'll start with from now. I mean, now it's basically summer movies already, so we'll start from now until August.
Wait, now? Oh, I don't know any movies coming out this
Do you
summer.
mind to start saying movies?
Yeah, just start rapping.
Civil War, Suicide Squad, X-Men Apocalypse.
All right, I'm gonna take
Jungle Book.
X-Men Apocalypse.
I'm just thinking comic book movies because we're in
Yeah.
this geek.
I mean, whatever. That's all people watch anyways.
Come on.
I'll just go with Captain America: Civil War.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a good action one.
sure. All right, I guess
So you're up first.
I'm going first.
So you can, as you're thinking right now, you can say any gameplay elements, what characters will be used. Since well, it's
Sure.
the movie, so if you want to totally follow it, or to be like the Spider-Man games, where partially is with the movie and the rest is like just the lore of this superheroes.
Okay.
Whatever you want to add to make me choose you as the point.
Yeah.
Get the point.
Yeah, this is a difficult one because I don't even give a shit about X-Men at all.
Why do you pick them then? I at least care somewhat about Captain America: Civil War.
All right, you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right.
All right, so X-Men, as we all know, you can make it a dating sim, much like Japanese dating sims where you go to high school and date Japanese high school girls. You know? So, right, like you're the faceless protagonist and you could go into this high school and like try to get your hearts up with, let's say, Cyclops. And then if you get your hearts high enough with Cyclops, you get Cyclops. And you get to kiss Cyclops and go on dates with Cyclops. and like he would have a whole story arc where he's like insecure about his eyes because he kills everyone with his eyes. Also, I'm really stretching here.
Give me a title too if you can.
Give you a title?
I can help you at the end, but...
All right. Shit. You're really putting me on the spot here. Oh, gosh. I don't even know what it... UX Men. Which is...
Do you have anything to add besides the title? Like any other gameplay elements? You have like 10 seconds left.
Gameplay elements? You
Or
could
just-
rub the X-Men's heads like you do in Japanese dating sims, where you rub girls. You rub them.
Okay.
Let me explain my title. So UX Men...
Your time's up.
Yeah, I just want to explain my title because it's a pretty deep cut. So generally, when you're pairing two characters together, when you're writing like a fan fiction about them, like Kirk X Spock, meaning Kirk is gonna bang Spock and he's gonna be on top. So UX Men is like you're gonna be on top of the men. Also, it's a fanfic.
Why not Cyclops Notice Me Senpai?
See, I could go for that. Like that's at least.
I think UX Men's way better.
Okay, Wesley.
Oh.
Is this
I don't know
is
how
this
you follow that up. I think it's
Captain
over.
America dating sim?
That would be funny, because none of the characters seem to like date. But no, I think I'd go more into like more of following the events of the movie, but going into more of like a campaign and focusing on the action elements and more of like team combat, which is, I mean, it's two sides fighting over an issue and utilizing all the different powers. You have Spider-Man in there now, so you can kind of have a variety of choices of players that you'd want to play, and have them duke it out, see who's your favorite hero, and
but you
follow
get
the
to
story.
bang Spider-Man.
Hey, don't interrupt him.
Yeah,
just
I mean you
saying.
could, and and as this, I'm saying this is like a campaign, so
All
maybe
right.
maybe there's choices as you go through the story.
It's like a Dragon Age campaign.
You just get to see who maybe characters grow close together. Maybe there's like that secret lovers.
I'm way into this.
The Romeo and Juliet that hide out in the background and just
it's
bang.
Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Yeah, right in the background. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
that's-
I bet this wasn't going as you expected, Ikaika.
Yeah, but it's campaign, and that's how campaigns
That's
take the
definitely
game.
true.
There's those twists and turns, and you have that sudden ending.
I mean, look at Mass Effect.
Yeah,
You can
that's
bang
literally what
everyone
I
in
started
Mass
thinking
Effect.
of. Yeah. So yeah.
So Ikaika. Who?
Wesley gets the point.
Man, you. What happened?
At least he was dealing with at least something of superheroes, while you were just talking about dating and.
Yeah, you get to date superheroes.
This is the Amazing Spider-Man 2. We want more than just relationships. We want action that's actually good.
Look, man, you get a lot of action.
Not action like that.
You get
Like fighting. Not
They're gonna be fighting
not
too.
domestic abuse.
Everyone loves superheroes for their ability to be your idol.
Yeah.
Like you want to be a superhero.
But you also want
Sure,
to
you
date
might-
a superhero.
No. You want to date the actor or actress playing the superhero, not necessarily.
I don't
the
think that's
superhero.
true. Like, you could be fighting with Wolverine Senpai, and then, like, Cyclops Senpai notices you with his one eye, and, like,
You die.
you die.
So,
Yeah,
that
because he
would
looked
be-
at you and he took off his visor and you die. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Kaika. I ruined that question.
Boy.
Whatever, I thought I was right. Thought I was right. Hey, what's our time at? Oh, shit, we don't have Audacity anymore. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to another edition of the Pixel Podcast.
And watching.
And watching now. And watching
Look at
now.
that. Hopefully we can get Alden in here every week to do these. He's throwing up the
Yeah.
deuces, so that means yes, absolutely. We will be catching you next week. Thank you again for listening. Also, by the way, let's not forget to drop this. pixelquestions@gmail.com. That is pixelquestions@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.
And
Thank
add a
you
comment
again.
below if you have any other points to add or
If
questions.
you think I was right, which obviously I am,
Yeah.
so we'll be getting a lot of comments. All right, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.